Hey y'all, happy Sunday as I'm recording this. It has been 1 week exactly with the guinea pigs, and it has been a very momentous week. We have lost Peebles, and that feels really hard to say. It feels really guilt inducing to say. And I wanted to talk about what our week has been like and how I don't know, how people's passed. Um, I am having my morning coffee. Cheers. Michelle is around here being their cute little self. Oh, okay. And yeah, like I said, it's been a really interesting and momentous week. The guinea pigs got here Saturday night. My friend Jenny dropped them off. For 48 hours, I did not, touch them, bother them. I fed them, of course, but I didn't attempt to like hold them or anything like that. I just wanted to give them like the chance to like acclimate to their enclosure in a peaceful kind of way. And then by like, Monday, Tuesday or so, I really started thinking about what kind of schedule I would like to have for them. I tend to wake up at like 7 in the morning, but I also am an autistic person with some sensory processing issues, specifically around like sound issues, so misophonia. And so it's difficult for me to deal with sound input sometimes. And I would not like to hear guinea pigs weeking for food as soon as I wake up. And so part of my intentional scheduling is to like feed them at 11 a.m. I do immediately check on them upon waking, but that check in is mostly to like tidy up the cage, get up any loose food that has spilled anywhere, bedding, that kind of thing, clean, spot clean, that kind of thing. And then we do breakfast at 11. Sometimes there's a mid-afternoon like cuddle session or floor time, and then dinner is around like 7 or so. So that's the kind of schedule that we've been adhering to, and that really worked for us. Peebles is the thinner of the two guinea pigs, and I was really worried about her weight. Like she was really thin; I could feel her bones through, the fur, and that was a cause for concern for me. But I thought that I could fatten her up. She was a really strong eater, and so as much food as she would take, I would give. And I'm wondering if that was part of the issue. I have now since learned that if guinea pigs, hay should be the bulk of their diet, and I knew that. Um, but if guinea pigs have too much fresh food and not enough hay, sometimes it can cause like a sort of gassy bloating situation, and I wonder if that was at play. I wonder so many things, and I think that that's something that I want to mention here at this moment too. Is like part of I had been desiring guinea pigs for like 10 years before I actually got them, but part of the not allowing myself to have them was internalized ableism. Um, and internalized classism. Am I smart enough to have guinea pigs? Am I able bodied enough to have guinea pigs in terms of being able to take care of my autistic self and, guinea pigs? Um, Same thing around like income. Do I make enough income to feed myself and them? So many questions, and I finally convinced myself that it was going to be okay, and I still feel like it's going to be okay, but I also, those thoughts are raging right now as it hasn't been even a week and there's already been one guinea pig passing, and I feel so guilty and responsible. But also, I've been talking to my friends who have talked to me about how sometimes bad things happen. Sometimes we don't know, what the explanation is. And, in this case, we don't know what happened. Um, But yeah, we were going along, we were trucking along. I feel like everything was fine. Friday morning, um, I woke up, I did their spot clean as normal. I did notice that in the area that Peebles was hanging out, that there weren't any, droppings. Um, and it's something that I noticed but didn't click as a potential problem, and I wish that I had flagged that faster. When I came back at around like 10:30, 11 to do their morning breakfast, I noticed that it seemed like she hadn't moved. And I was like, oh, it looks like you're sickly. And I want to, I took her out of the enclosure to like keep an eye on her. I figured I would monitor her for the day. Um, and then it just seemed like she was getting more listless, more lethargic, not moving, breathing really slowly, just like increasing like so fast by the minute. Um, and then I thought, oh, we need to get some critical care food into her to help with like if there's any sort of GI stasis. Because I also noticed that she wasn't pooping like in the temporary enclosure that I set up for her on the couch next to me as I was doing my work. Um, I didn't have any critical care on hand, and that is something that I regret as well. Um, Please learn from my mistakes. Please make sure that your first aid kit for your guinea pigs um, is well stocked at all times. So yeah, I emergency ordered some critical care. It was supposed to take 2 hours to get here, and within those 2 hours, she passed. I thought I would get some critical care into her, see if she perked up, um, decide about making an emergency vet appointment. I figured I had until 5 o'clock, like at the close of business Friday, to go ahead and set up an appointment for Saturday. And yeah, she didn't make it even long enough for that plan of action to play out. My one consolation is that I was holding her when she passed. So she wasn't alone. That feels really important to me. Yeah, so that happened on Friday, and since then I've just sort of been frantically looking around trying to find a partner for Michaud because I don't want Michaud to be alone too long. I know that that causes some really great anxiety for them, the kind of anxiety that can lead to like heart issues. And so, yeah, that is where I'm at right now with that. And I just keep thinking about Peebles and feeling guilty and questioning what went wrong. And yeah. So I'm here with Michelle, the one who lived. And I'm just trying to give them extra attention and extra love and do little co-regulation things together. Yesterday we watched a 7 hour long ASMR video of guinea pigs. I know it sounds silly. I know that they get really, really stressed out when they're on their own, and it contributes to like heart issues, and I don't want her to feel stressed out and anxious. I don't want her to feel alone. Um, and I definitely don't want to lose another guinea pig. Um, yeah, it's been really difficult. Ah, do you want some hay? Yes. I know that Michaud knows that Peebles is gone. I don't. I know that she knows that Peebles was sick. It seems like she's coping okay. Um, but I'm not sure. Not having had guinea pigs that long, I'm not quite sure what behaviors to look out for. She's eating well. Yes. seems like she's exploring, her enclosure as normal. I think that the co-regulation and watching other ASMR or other videos of guinea pigs is helping. I don't know. It's really hard to say. You want another? Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I am also on a search for finding her another friend or two. I have a 5x2 CNC cage and or enclosure, and I think that could have up to 3 guinea pigs. I think I read that. I need to double check that, but yeah, the search for a mate for her is proving much more difficult than I thought it would be. I know it's only been a couple of days, but yeah, there's one rabbit and guinea pig rescue in my part of the world. Rabbit ears, they're called. And they don't do same day adoptions, and I'm not a person that has a car, and it's just on the edge of town to where I would have to take 2 buses to get there or an expensive Uber ride. And they were talking about how I would need to show up one day to do paperwork and bring documentation, and then I would have to wait a week and then come another day to do to check for like bonding sorts of things. Um, and that the sessions were paced at a half hour, I believe they said. And so if bonding with one or two, didn't work, I would need to come by and try another bonding session. That's like 3 trips. And that process just seems silly and a little bit overreaching. I'm also checking Craigslist and the various Facebook groups that I belong to about guinea pigs to see if anybody is rehoming. Um, Talking about it here on social media to see if anyone is rehoming in the SF Bay Area. And yeah, I'm just hoping that we find her a new friend sooner rather than later. Yeah, little rambunctious self. Little rambunctious self. Where you going? Where you going? Anyway, so that is what this week has been like. Oh. Um, Ma'am, I'm trying to talk. That is what this week has been like. Next week will be different. We're doing the best that we can, day by day. Oh, Lord. And yeah, wish us luck. And rest in peace to young Peebles. And yeah, I will keep you all posted. Thank you for being a part of my guinea pig journey. And Michelle says goodbye. Oh, I can't get over it. Nibble, nibble. Nibble, nibble. All right. Bye, y'all. Bye.